It's Lunar Silver Star Light. All the flavor, half the depth, and probably less calories too. And honestly, that's kind of impressive for a Game Boy Advance game. I mean, it's not like I've ever put one in my mouth before. So I know it's been a hot minute since I've recorded anything of substance, and there's a very good reason for that. We moved, and then I had my son born, and then work, and then life, and then the holidays, and now it's 2026. And I know I said I was gonna have some stuff to record. I haven't, I'm gonna get on that. But in the meantime, I kind of wanted to cap off the last thing that I recorded, which was a retrospective about Lunar Silver Star Story Complete, Lunar Eternal Blue Complete, and the Lunar Remastered Collection. And because of that, we got a little box. Now, I signed up to get this when the Lunar Remastered Collection came out. I tried to get a review code. I really wanted it, but I was also going to buy the game anyway, so it didn't matter. But for the reviewers and content creators, they sent out this. The Althena treasure box, and I was super sad that I didn't get it on the first go around. Then they opened up pre-orders for it in like August of 2025, and here we are, February 2026, and it is finally shown up at my doorstep, and I'm ready to take a look at it, and I'm ready to talk about the contents that are in it, because it's Lunar, it's really cool. If you haven't seen the retrospective or the videos that I've created on Lunar, there's going to be a little link in the upper corner here that's going to talk about it, or that's going to be able to link you to them. I highly recommend checking them out. I love Lunar. I love the remasters. I love the originals. I love the versions that I got copies for. Paid way too much back in the day. So you know what? It's done. It's over with. Let's look inside Althena's treasure box and see what magic awaits us inside. Now, the one thing I will say that I really like about this box, first off, it is great quality. And also what's really neat about it is it's magnetized. So like, I think I'm actually gonna keep this box when we're done. But also, like, look at that. That's just beautiful. So the first thing we've got in our box here, I forgot everything that's in the Lunar Althena collection, Althena's treasure box. It appears to be some sort of wall hang. It's pretty. It's got artwork. It's got the artwork from the game itself. This is cool though. Probably gonna hang this in my background. I love it. I love just the art, man. Like, Lunar's art is really good. I will say it once and I will say it a million times. The art of Lunar is just really good. If they ever made a book that was just the art of Lunar, I'd be all over it 100% of the time. These are going to be interesting. These are the bromide trading cards, or the bromide cards. Bromides from the game. I can't remember if I talked about them or not. The bromides are basically just little slice of life snippets of the characters of like Galleon and things like that. And some of them are really nice. Like, let's do this one here. Let's look at Galleon for a second. Galleon's bromide is like, oh look, he's handsome. This is Lunar 2 Galleon, by the way. Look at him, he's like, you know, hanging out with fairies. He's always had a soft spot for fairies. And then, that's just softcore porn. This one could easily have been softcore. There's Lucia, that's fine. There's Luna. That's a little high up of a shot. Yeah, this one's fine. This one's fine. This one I actually like. This one's artsy. Love the artwork of these. They are single-sided. Just some of them are not going to be, you know, I'll display them in my background somewhere. Or maybe when I move downstairs into our renovated studio game space, once that happens. But like, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's cool though. They are cool. I will not argue the fact that the bromides are some of the, I mean, again, I've said it a million times. The art in Lunar is fantastic. The bromides too are really cool. Then we've got, now this I'm actually really excited for. We've got a t-shirt. Ooh, it's stretchy quality too. Yeah, it's a t-shirt. It will fit. I will be wearing it. I'm not saving this. I'm going to wear this. It's a t-shirt from a great game. Why would you not wear it? Artwork on that one's a little iffy. It's the sprite work. Not opposed to the sprite work, but I think I had a bunch of Kingdom Hearts shirts like that from Hot Topic back in the day too that were the artwork from the game. Like it was Kingdom Hearts 358/2. I had t-shirts for Kingdom Hearts 358/2, and maybe actually that was not the best idea. This next one is a keychain with a scene from Lunar. This is the scene right at the end when Alex, spoiler alert, becomes a Dragon Master. It's cool, it's small. I like these kinds of small little kitschy things. I have an eraser from Golden Sun from Japan, and I just think overall it's cool. I will probably hang my keys with it just because I think it's neat. This is one that I was really looking forward to. This is a series of pins, of metal pins with, it's textured. Oh, it's textured. Textured sprite work from Luna, Alex, Hero, and Lucia. Yep. So the main 4 characters, that's cool. That, you know what? They are like durable, heavy, clickety-clunky material. I like them, and they're actually bigger than I thought they were going to be too. Like, if I held this up just to this camera even, you could tell who that is. It's not like a tiny little sprite of a character. That's a big-ass pin. Okay, we've got a lenticular. If you know what lenticulars are, they're like holographic images that when you move them, you can see different things. So like at one angle, it's Lunar Silver Star Story complete cast, and at the other, it's Hero and Lucia and the cast from Eternal Blue. These were really big in the 90s, I feel like, maybe even earlier. I remember growing up and having a bunch of stuff from like Pokemon. The early Gen 1 Pokemon was like on stuff like this. I didn't realize it was still popular, so that's really neat. These last 2 items are going to be very loud, so bear with me while I unbox this. This is a very small playmat desk mat for Lunar, Silver Star Story, and Eternal Blue Complete. Just like, yes, 100,000% yes. It's just so cool. I think I'm going to save this one. I will probably wrap it back up and save it until I have a space where I can use it, but it's really cool. It's the same artwork as what's on the cover of the Lunar box, so I think that's neat, though. I love little things like that. And then finally, this one, I think I'm actually gonna have to close the box here for a minute. This is one that we're going to kind of have to build. We're going to do a little building part of the video. So it is, first off, it is a diorama box. Let's get it all out in the air at the beginning. It's a diorama. Is a scene from both Silver Star Story Complete and Eternal Blue. And if I recall correctly, I need to take the protective cover. Yeah, because all of these kinds of... Oh, that's horrid. They're a fun little way to give value from a pre-order or from a collector's edition without it just being like, here's big fuck-off statue that you're going to display for 5 minutes and then never again. We've got walls, we've got the roof, and they're all covered in this. Oh my god, we're gonna have to cut so much of this. Well, that one's actually broken. That's kind of shit. I'm willing to bet I could super glue that. Oh, finally. Okay. Good lord. So yeah, this one, there was a corner piece that broke, and I'm not jazzed about that because I can't be asked with asking for a corrected or a fixed piece, so I'm just gonna put it on the top. Do the top. I forgot the top. No. I was gonna build this as best I can. I'm not worried about handprints or anything like that because it's going to sit on a shelf, and if anyone can see that, they are too close to my shit. Do not get me wrong. This is really cool. It just fucking fell over. I think it's pretty. I think it's going to be a great little display piece. I wish it wasn't acrylic. But there we go. We got a little shadowbox diorama from Eternal Blue and Silver Star Story complete. This would have been really, this would have been infinitely cooler for me if I had got a hold of it when it came out the first time. If I was one of those lucky few that would have got, on Gung Ho's list of content creators, which, don't get me wrong, I did email. I showed them the videos I'd created. I showed them the script. But other than that, that is a quick and dirty look at the Lunar Althena's treasure box. We will be back with more content at some point in the future. I've got a couple little small videos I'm working on, and then I've got a retrospective or two that I'm working on. This has been a look at Althena's treasure box. As I said, thank you all so much for your patience and for watching, and I will see you next time.